Hi, throughout the next bunch of videos, we're going to be taking a deep dive into NuxtHub by building an interactive video web application. Throughout the building of this application, I hope to show you some of the cool things that NuxtHub has to offer and the reason why I just love building with it. So what is NuxtHub? It is basically a module that you plug into your Nuxt application, and it also is a platform where you can manage and deploy your Nuxt applications. So NuxtHub is built on top of and around the Cloudflare services like D1, which is a serverless SQL platform, the Cloudflare KV, Workers KV, which is a key value store for your applications, and Cloudflare R2, which is blob and media storage or object storage. NuxtHub provides nice little ways to interact with these services. And on the platform side, it's a lot like Vercel or Heroku that you use to deploy your applications. But the nice thing about it is it doesn't cost you extra in terms of what you pay Cloudflare and then adding a fee. With NuxtHub, you get your own Cloudflare environment, which is connected to NuxtHub, and then you can manage your applications and control your own costs. So basically for $5 a month, you can run any application at probably quite a large scale already, just for $5. Throughout the next few videos, I'm going to be building a platform called ship.sh. And this is a service that I'm actually already, that is live. You can visit ship.sh if you want to check the progress on that now. But we'll be building that so that you can build your own video platform to upload videos, manage videos, and share your videos with the world. So the reason I'm building it is to build this NuxtHub course, and a lot of the videos are going on YouTube for free as well. But I think it is really useful to build something that I'm actually going to use, and that way we all learn together sort of, and you learn through building a real world application. So I'm quite excited to get started on this, and I hope you're just excited as me, because I think there's a lot to learn, and just the efficiency that Nuxt provides in terms of how quick you can move into building web application. NuxtHub unlocks a lot of things and takes away some of the hassle of setting up and getting connected to actual services. And it also makes local development breeze by having a local environment for all those services. So here's a little overview of what I have built already, and this is what we'll be building in the first couple of videos that I'll put on YouTube as well. So over the next 3 videos, we'll be looking at how to set up NuxtHub. I'll be talking about what the different features are that we'll use and how to enable them. And also we'll look at how to use Drizzle and ORM to manage our database with NuxtHub. One of the core things of NuxtHub is the admin dashboard. It's a UI for you to manage all your projects and applications. To get started with it, you can go to admin.hub.nuxt.com, and my account is already set up and linked to GitHub, and this is the deployment of that site I just showed you. But if you set up your admin account, you will first need a Cloudflare account. Once you've set up your Cloudflare account, you can go to NuxtHub, the admin page, and then connect your Cloudflare. As soon as you sign in with GitHub, it's going to ask you to create to link your Cloudflare account. And I've already linked mine. You can go to settings and then click on Cloudflare account to link up your Cloudflare. And if you do this the first time, it's just going to automatically take you through that onboarding. And once that's done, you have a connected NuxtHub account and you can just start building projects. Now that you've set up your NuxtHub admin account, you can create a project locally using the NuxtHub template. So to do that, I'm going to be using Bun as the package manager, but you feel free to use npm or pnpm. To start a new NuxtHub application, the easiest way is to start fresh and create a project with the template. I'll be showing you how to do that, and then also I'll be showing you if you already have a Nuxt application and you want to turn it into a NuxtHub based application, how you can do that. So to start a new application, I'm just going to type bunx NuxtHub init and then the application name. So I'll be calling this shipped sh, and that will download a template with a Nuxt application with the NuxtHub module already installed and everything running smoothly. So we'll be using bun as the package manager, but again, feel free to use npm, pnpm, yarn, whatever your preferred package manager is. And at this step, I'm going to say yes to initializing a Git repository, because Git is the way that NuxtHub would be talking to your application. Well, not talking to, but it'll trigger deploys when you push to the main branch of your Git repository. So let's initialize one, and then we can go into the shipped sh, and then we can do bun dev to start a development server. So you'll see a few logs print out here that says we're going to be using local data from this folder, and we're running in compatibility mode because NuxtHub out of the box already is preparing for the Nuxt version 4 structure and the way things are done. But it's not necessary to run with version 4 compatibility. I'll show you how to set up a normal Nuxt project with NuxtHub. So if we go back to our browser and we go to localhost 3000, you can see that we have a nice little rainbow hello from the edge. So let's take a look inside and see what this project generated for us. So if you look at the structure of this Nuxt application, we'll first have a look inside of the config, because that's where Hub is initialized. So you'll see that there's some ESLint errors over here, but that's fine. And there is a special module added called NuxtHub core, and then ESLint, which just comes with it out of the box. And then you'll see this hub property. So this is where you control what services do you want to enable on your hub application, your NuxtHub application. So to find out what we can activate on this hub property, we can go back to the NuxtHub docs, and then you can look at these different properties at installation. So there's analytics, blob cache, database, KV, remote, and dir. So the stuff we'll be using in our hub application is definitely a database, definitely a key value store, and we'll be using a cache to do some cached functions later in the course. And also a very important one is remote. But we don't really use remote in the Nuxt config. We'll just use a special CLI command to run stuff on the remote, like for instance when we do database migrations. So let's activate some of those features in our application. So we'll go to hub, and then I'm definitely going to add KV, and I'm going to add database, and I'm going to add cache. So these are the three things that I'll be using throughout this course. We aren't going to be using storage of Cloudflare itself, because we'll be using a different CDN to store our videos and get link references to them and generate signed links so that videos can be viewed in protected mode. But these items are things that we'll be using, so we'll just activate them up front. So before we get started releasing our NuxtHub application to our admin dashboard, let's take a look at how you can initialize NuxtHub on an existing project. So this is a fresh Nuxt 3 project that I generated with bunx Nuxt init and then the project name. So this is completely fresh, and if you go into the application, you can see it's just a bare bones Nuxt config, and there are no pages, there are no layouts, it's just a single app.view. So what we want to do to initialize a NuxtHub application, we can add the NuxtHub core module. So we'll initialize that, and then we also need to add a special development dependency called Wrangler. So Wrangler is the the tool that you can use to develop with Cloudflare services locally. So now we can open this up, and to activate NuxtHub, so if we run dev now, nothing will happen because we haven't used the NuxtHub package or module. So that's just a normal Nuxt application. Let's exit out of that. And to enable NuxtHub, we can go to our modules and then just add NuxtHub/core. And we also then want to activate whatever services we'll be using. We can just activate like that. So it says may only specify properties, but that's because we haven't generated our app for the first time. So we can do Binex Nuxt repair, and this will generate all the types and everything needed for our application. So if we go back into the Nuxt config now, you'll see that we have a autocomplete and everything. And now I just want to show you how easy it is to deploy that starter application, which is what we'll build on for the rest of the videos coming in the next few days and weeks, because there's about 50 videos that I've planned to record. But I just want to show you how easy it is to deploy that. So first of all, I'm going to go back out of this example one and go to the one that we set up. And all I have to do is add my git remote to git remote add origin, and then my GitHub account /shipped sh.git. And this is the repository that I'll also be giving access to all the pre-orders and people that sign up on the website, so you can actually access all the code as you go along. But now we've added the remote, so I can just look at what is available now. We haven't committed anything, so let's add everything, commit, initialize, and then we can just push to the main branch. So now that that's up on GitHub, we can easily go to our Nuxt projects. We can add a new one. We can say import the Git repository, select the new one. I can tell it where I want to store all the stuff. I'm going to be storing it in Europe because that's closest to me. Or let's do US East, I think. Let's store it in America. Maybe I'm closer to viewers over there. If your application is already using environment variables, you can add them over here. You can copy paste and it will be added. And then you can just basically create or import your repository. The first time you do this, it's going to spin up the Cloudflare builder. And the nice thing about the admin NuxtHub is that you can watch your project build and look at the output logs and manage your project right from the admin dashboard. So sometimes you don't even have to touch Cloudflare. And it looks like the application built. And you can look at all these stats of your application. So it's showing all the size of the outputs of your worker files. And it's actually quite amazing how small a fully functional NuxtHub application is compared to some other frameworks. It really doesn't take a lot of space, which is awesome. And the site is deployed. So now we should have a live URL that we can check this out. So there it is. We have our edge rendered NuxtHub application. And this is the starting point for going forward, and we'll be building on top of this deployment and adding a bunch of cool features. Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope this intro video got you excited for the next few that are coming when we actually start building out this page, and with the goal being that we get to where this is currently at, because it's been quite a long time that I've experienced like the productivity that NuxtHub gives, because as like developers in the, you know, the newer type age where every single week something gets released and software just keeps changing and there's a new thing, new shiny toy every week, it kind of feels a little bit daunting and struggle to be productive when you're building side projects or even production huge type of applications. So I hope this NuxtHub course will take that away and make building fun again. So look forward to seeing you around. Cheers.